Hey gang, it is your week 13 discussion wrap-up as each of you picked through some of the different augmented reality applications and activities that you've come across over the last 2 weeks as we kind of explore this area of technology and multimedia development. And on screen you see Matthew's reversed engineered storyboard for the application that he found, and I wanted to thank him for setting off the tone for the week, but also to just kind of call attention to this really isn't anything fancy. It looks a lot like the storyboards that we've created in the past, doesn't it? Part of the purpose of this particular discussion assignment was to help demystify the technology. It looks super sexy and it looks super fancy, but really any of us can design for this technology. The skills that you've been developing and practicing and honing, whether personally or through this class, come into play. And whether it's a simple 2D or a 3D design, augmented reality can up the game depending on what you're trying to design for different learning activities. We saw some different perspectives of activities. We saw low-tech versus high-tech. We saw specific app-based tools, or looking at even Osmos, how that's a complete proprietary system that uses an iPad. Designing for these environments is the same as designing what you've been designing. If you want to go 3D, then that's a new skill development area where you might use some of the Adobe tools that are at the other end of the development spectrum. Maybe you would even use tools like the Unity 3D engine or some of the other 3D development tools that you find in more visual media design degree programs, or even if you get a wild idea that you want to learn from lynda.com how to design in 3D, then you could really take these ideas to different places. But start small. That's kind of my point. You don't have to aim for the moon right away. You can just aim for the clouds on Earth and go from there. So that was kind of the point of it. And you did a great job, and I think many of you may have realized that this is a technology that is accessible, that you can do something with it. But always go back and double check some of the comments. I did chime in to talk about some other applications or explain where I had seen some of the tools that you had used. So go back and look at those comments. Otherwise, great job with last week's discussion. Now let's take a look at this week as we wind down the semester. Use the on-screen navigation to access another section of this week's overview.
Gold paints the sky just after sunrise.